Okay.
So that is a bit challenging, but I think that it's a part of uh, the whole process. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I will slowly overcome it. So that is one of the reasons why I want to be very active on social media platforms and share stuff that makes sense. And if my clients read through it, they will know like how I do handle things alone, even if
Mm-hmm.
I do. So to build the trust and credibility, that's what is necessary for me presently.
Okay, I see. And what are the platforms that you think you're gonna try to, be more active on? Is it Facebook?
Uh, I want to be more active on Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn,
Okay.
especially LinkedIn. So yeah, these are the two platforms, and I have a group of where networking group which has a lot of startup owners, entrepreneurs, and business people. So I share stuff on their Facebook group, so it helps me a lot, and it has like helped me, just dip my toes into the water and try out different articles, and I can gauge their interest, so I can then go and try posting on a bigger platform like Instagram or maybe LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. But
So
what
yeah.
what are the what are the things that you done that is working for you so far in terms of
Uh,
content creation?
Workings so yeah, so people did like the video that I came up first with. They were looking at the content and not at the presentation, but it was what I felt was I need to improve the presentation as well. So and I have this I'm kind of uncomfortable with the camera, so I was like stuttering and stammering and all those things, and I was trying to memorize, and later on I realized that I just need to keep it more conversational, and that way I will be able to, get over that camera fear. So yeah, so I really want to make something that makes sense, and but I'm not able to figure it out for some reason. I was speaking with Melinda as well on the same subject,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, because she had sent a newsletter which talked about her struggle with creating posts for Instagram, something like Chris does, and it's like
Okay.
everyone wants to follow that format, and everyone feels like we don't have that much content to work with. And
Mm-hmm.
Melinda had a similar struggle, and she had sent me a newsletter, so I kind of had a discussion with her, and I realized that I'm just waiting for something that uh, I'm kind of unnecessarily waiting, and I just need to put down whatever I know and make a post.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still struggling with it.
So you're still struggling with trying to come up with a content consistently, and then
Yes,
okay, I
yes.
see. And you feel like sometimes you don't know what to write and don't know where to start.
Yes, yes.
So, what is the process that you are doing right now to make content?
Uh, right now, I hadn't been trying this, but now when I'm reading books, I'm trying to highlight whatever points I want. I'm taking notes, and I aspire to compile it into a post. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm doing it. Earlier, that was not something what I was doing, and maybe that was my problem because I was reading it, I was processing it in my mind. I could explain things to someone, but I couldn't. put it, like compile it into a post. I can have a discussion about it, but I can't, summarize it like Chris or others do and put it out as a post. So that was a problem. Uh, so I started trying out what Matthew said, like don't think about creating a post or a blog or something while you're reading or watching a video. Just write for yourself, and
Yeah,
that way
true.
it will be helpful. So yeah, so I'm trying that out. I have not yet created a post out of it, but hopefully I will do it.
Okay. So do you want any help with that, or do you
Yeah,
want?
if you can, because yeah, because this is the only way I'm trying it out. If there are some other ideas or some tips or tricks you have, you can definitely share with me.
Okay, okay, I can share that with you. I got a lot. Don't worry. Okay, share tips on how to make content. All right. What are the things that you feel that you are lacking right now? So the
Mm,
thing that I might be able to help you.
okay. For content creation itself, you are asking, right?
No, no,
Or
like in
other things?
general,
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Okay, in general. So yes, sometimes what happens is I have been a solopreneur for so long, and I have always struggled with not being able to have someone to kind of brainstorm.
Okay.
And so I sometimes discuss certain things with Tom, another bootcamp member. So it helps. But what I have seen is when I discuss it with you, you ask questions like Chris does, and it helps me. Yeah, it helps me put things into perspective. I do ask questions to myself, but for some reason, sometimes I miss asking certain things that you are able to point out, and I get a better perspective.
Okay.
And previous previously you had asked me, like, if I want to sell strategy, how many projects I'm expecting to do till the month of December. And that was the first time I thought about it actually. Okay, how many would I like to do, and how many would be feasible for me, if even if I get the projects. And I came up with the number like, okay, six would be fine, and stuff like that. So sometimes I don't ask for some weird reason. I miss asking myself such questions.
I see. So you need someone to trying to talk to you in order for you to gain more clarity in what are
Hmm.
you doing right now.
Yes.
Okay. What else can I do for you?
Mm, tell me when if I'm telling you, like, if we have a discussion and I say, okay, I will do these things, I will follow these steps, and if I lose sense of direction in the middle, I need you to point it out to me.
Okay, so need to,
Because I function with 1,000 things on my mind, and sometimes I lose focus.
what are the things that usually make you lose your focus?
Uh, Mostly, it's not kind of the shiny object syndrome, but mostly it happens when I get very anxious, uh, thinking about lead gen or how am I going to survive this month or stuff like that. I get so anxious that I stop following a schedule that I have prepared for myself, and I try to accommodate three or four more stuff into my schedule, and then the end result is nothing gets done.
Okay, so when you feeling that anxious or scared or fear, is it because you haven't prepared really carefully yet, or it's because of something else?
Uh, it, it happens because the projects I get is it's more like feast or famine kind of thing, and sometimes if it's there, it's there. If it's not there, there is nothing at all. So I just start worrying, like, okay, then everything comes to my mind, like, okay, I immediately want to create some content. I immediately want to post it. I immediately want to work on my marketing, and I should really get all the leads now. And very recently, I'm also thinking about things like, okay, there has been an economic slowdown. I don't know. I'm kind of just now starting out with brand strategy. I don't know how I'm going to get clients and all those things. When I'm in a more relaxed state of mind, I feel like, okay, now is the time when people will actually need brand strategists, and I should actually utilize it to my benefit. So, so these are the things, like, when I'm anxious, I'm really anxious, and I feel like I should get all the things done right now.
Okay, so do you have a specific time for yourself to take a rest in your calendar, or you just take a rest when you feel like you want to?
Uh, no, I don't have a schedule for like taking rest.
Yeah.
But yes, I try to, yeah. And I had this, I was I was chatting with you late, too late into the night, but I have recently thought of, switching off my electronics after like 11 p.m. or something, because it really um, messes up with my sleep. And if I look at it, I keep looking at it for some or the other stuff. So I try to purchase books instead of using Kindle and all those things, because then it's better for me, better for my eyes,
Yeah.
better for my sleep. So
I see. Because the reason why I asked you this question, because like uh, when you have a clear schedule, like what is it that you're supposed to do this time and that time, you not
right,
so you're not gonna think about something else. So
yeah,
this specific time is for content creation, so you just focus on
right,
that. So this specific time is more on learn about a little bit about marketing, so you're just gonna sit
hmm,
down and just read about that. So you
hmm,
just need to try to check things up the list, because
yeah,
like if you have too many things at the same time and you
hmm,
don't complete uh, all of those, and then you feel like
hmm,
there's still a lot more to do and I haven't done anything yet, I'm still doing something
hmm,
else right now.
hmm,
So
hmm,
it's the more the longer you let it happen, you're gonna feel stressed,
hmm,
and when you feel stressed,
right,
you cannot think. So
yes,
it's better that you can always try to put it in the specific time boxes,
hmm,
and then put it in your
right,
calendar. And
hmm,
then
yeah.
how are you setting your goal with these things right now?
With what
Like for a
on?
specific task, how are you setting uh, your goal?
Okay,
Because like it might be a bit unattainable.
yeah, no, I don't set unattainable goals. I do have a schedule. Like, when it comes to work, I do have a schedule. Like, if I plan, like, okay, I'm going to dedicate this much of time to reading this, or to learning this, or maybe creating content or writing a blog or something. What happens is, when I'm doing something that I'm not accustomed to, or I'm relatively new to, I am not able to stick to the schedule. Like, if I have 2 hours allocated for it, and if it's going to take 3 or 4 hours, my schedule gets messed up, and then I am not able to follow the calendar.
But what kind of thing that you usually caught up? What kind of task do you usually feel that, oh, I'm new to this, so I'm not familiar with this one?
Yeah, that is the problem. Like, I heard Chris talk on this this what was that called? Some online seminar kind of thing a couple of days back. So In that he had mentioned that the first post he did for Instagram took somewhere around 8 to 10 hours, and then he kind of made it like he reduced it to 15 minutes now. So
Mm-hmm.
that is something I want to be doing. What happens is I think that this will require this much of time, and it mostly does not happen with reading or taking notes or something. It happens most of the times when designing is involved, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and since content creation is something new, when I talk about content creation, the collecting the content or writing it down does not require as much time. It doesn't generally go out of schedule. What goes out of schedule is um creating something attractive that
Okay.
comes under designing most of the time. So that is what goes out of schedule, because I think, okay, I will get an idea, I will do this, I will do that, and if I do and it doesn't look appealing, I have to change it, and it definitely goes out of schedule. So yeah, so I was talking about this with Tom, and he told me that he has a podcast, and he told me that sometimes it takes like 3 hours for me to get the thumbnail for the podcast done. So I waste so much time. So yeah, so that's something I guess we all get stuck at some point of time.
Do you have a definition of good enough?
No, it's very intuitive for me. So I have stopped running after perfection. That is one thing. But then I also feel this pressure of, being able to put out something good. And okay, I understand that the content, the knowledge I share is more important than the design. But I also feel that if my clients are going to look at it for designing, then it may be a problem. So at
Mm-hmm.
least it should be something decent. So
Hmm.
and mostly because I know, see Melinda puts up content from her newsletters, and it's quite good, and she keeps it extremely simple and plain. Uh, I I feel that I can't be doing that because I don't have that kind of following already and people who already know me. So I feel that there may be like, I don't know. I'm not very confident about putting up a plain post.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I see. And what do you think in order to have a lot of people following you or a lot of audience, what kind of things do you think that you need to do?
Uh, I don't, good content. By content, I mean the knowledge I share,
Mm-hmm.
and also the designs or work I share from my projects or from my portfolio.
Okay. And who do you know specifically who is the people that you're trying to reach?
Ah, good question. So when I say, see in Instagram, I'm really not sure. I have to do a research or study as to um, how many of my target audience are actually following Instagram. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I was telling you the other day, okay, when it comes to wellness, that is my ultimate target audience. I know that there are quite a few who have Instagram accounts, and there are a lot of people who search through it. But when I was talking to you the other day about the members in the coaching group,
Mm-hmm.
they are business owners. not many of them follow Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is there. So LinkedIn for them would be like would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but when it comes to, I like sharing knowledge, or I like how you are trying to help others. I like doing that too. So so I want to make Instagram a source where people can approach me, uh, and I would be happy to help them out. So
Okay.
I'm okay with reaching out to that kind of audience through Instagram, and my clients through LinkedIn or Facebook.
Okay, so what I'm hear you saying is that you want to use Instagram as the tool to help people below
Mm-hmm.
you.
Hmm.
Okay, so for
Hmm.
example, right now you are here, and this is
Right,
stress, and then this is the
right,
people under you. So
right.
the only thing that usually when we do content, we only try to
Mm-hmm.
look up to the people that mm, on top, you know
Right.
in front
Yes.
of like the one that who already really good
Mm-hmm.
already, and we trying to
Hmm.
compare ourselves with them. And that is
Yes.
I think is the wrong way to look at it. You have to look at the people who don't know anything
Mm-hmm.
about that field yet.
Mm-hmm.
So so when you try to look at them, try to think about how can I help them, then you
Right.
will start thinking like, oh, this is good enough, this is good enough for them. If they know about
Mm-hmm.
this, they will be really glad. Don't compare to the bigger account on top of you,
Mm-hmm.
because like even
Mm-hmm.
they could never spend time to look at your post or comment on your post. So don't be
Right.
afraid to scale or anything. Try to
Mm.
try to try to look at the people under you, and then ask them what
Yes.
kind of thing do they want, and then just make a
Right.
post. It doesn't have to be
Mm.
anything. And then you were saying that you want to be a source of people. Your Instagram should be a source of place where people, where you can help people, right?
Right.
So you don't have to actually make the content. You
Mm-hmm.
can just collecting all of the good content that you know, and
Mm-hmm.
repost it for people to know. Because like maybe the majority
Okay.
of your audience, they
Mm-hmm.
don't they don't even know about the people you are following, so they're missing out
Okay.
on a lot of content. So how can
Okay.
post your post, like collecting
Mm-hmm.
a really good post, and then
Mm-hmm.
you repost that, but then on the
Okay.
caption you trying
Okay.
to write another
Explain or
caption.
elaborate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and elaborate on
Elaborate on that.
on your
Yes.
opinion. So it's still something
Right.
of you, but you're sharing the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge that people on top of you, and then they really
Right.
like because you share their knowledge, and then your
Mm-hmm.
audience will really like because
Mm-hmm.
you share the thing that they might want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So it reduce the stress of you trying to make content. So for example, a
Right.
week you can try to create two posts, where one post is you
Mm-hmm.
collect from somebody else, and the other post
Mm-hmm.
is that you make from yourself. And then when
Right.
you try to write them down, try
Mm-hmm.
to write the caption, or try to
Mm-hmm.
write the post for yourself, and then you see the other person post, you will start
Mm-hmm.
to learn the way they do their post too.
Right. Right.
So you
Yes.
try to break them down to see how
Mm-hmm.
is this work.
Yes.
So so think of yourself, think of your account on your
Mm-hmm.
Instagram as a place for
Hmm.
people to visit to get knowledge, like a mood board for yourself. For a
Yes.
designer, it's like a Pinterest, where it's a tons
Mm-hmm.
of things over there to get
Mm-hmm.
inspiration, to get knowledge.
Okay.
So but you have to know that you don't have to be the one who make all the content. You can sometimes
Okay.
do the content, but
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that you do is that you make the you make the caption, you write the caption, you put the time
Mm-hmm.
to find the right material to post on your Instagram. That is also work. It's not
Right.
that you playing or anything. And then
Mm-hmm.
you put the credit, so nobody gonna say anything about you.
Right. And yeah, I guess you had also shared Chris's that no one cares post.
Yeah.
So yes, so similar to that you are saying, right?
Yeah. So
Yes.
like even though that the majority of people who following me know Trish and follow Trish already, that post still get like 60 or 60 like or something, and when you look at the inside, there's 20 people who save the post. That means those 20 people, they don't know about Trish. That's why they save
Right.
this post. So it's
Right.
gonna be the same with your audience too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Okay. So
so
presently my account has, I don't know, somewhere around 130 or 140 people following. So that is also a problem, because what I did was I used my studio name and I used to post illustrations, and maximum of my audience started following me when I was doing the illustration. So I kind of worry. I have not really tested it, but I kind of worry. I feel that what I am going to be sharing henceforth will not interest, or I don't have that kind of following. Uh, so that also worries me, but I shouldn't be gauging it because I have not really tried it. I have just made a couple of posts or few from my portfolio or something like that. But yeah, I will try and let's see what happens. So
like, how many people do you think you can get? Like, how many followers do you think you can get after this year, by the end of this year?
oh, I don't have any idea because I really don't understand how this entire thing works. Because
Just
what
put a number.
happens,
Just put a
yeah,
number.
so an aspiration would be maybe like reaching 1,000. So
So
that would be an aspiration.
so before, like, how long have you been using your? How long have you been making this your Instagram account?
I guess 2 years.
2 year and you got
Yeah,
130. Okay.
yeah, and
So
I
do
just
you think?
posted illustrations from, and not very consistently, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think right now, first of all, you need to aim small first. Trying to aim like 300 for now,
Okay,
and then
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, like 3 to 500, and then ask yourself, what is the thing that I can do in order to get this 500?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, so that's what I'm asking myself and not getting any answers. But yeah, but what you suggested is a really good idea, because there are plenty of good stuff that I keep saving. So yes, I can like, and there is a lot of insights I get from the posts that I save. So resharing those things and sharing my opinion with along with it would make a lot of sense. And since it will stay on my feed, it will also, even if I get clients who are looking at it, it will still make a lot of sense, because if I'm sharing those things, that means that I resonate with those stuff. So it should make sense.
Yeah. Or you can do another thing is that you collect a post from somebody else, and
Okay.
then you post it, and then your next post is about you break that down, you break that content
Okay.
down. So it
Okay.
can be a topic. So like, so I post a trist post about no one care. So my next post should be like, so let let me think about it. So my next post should be, when no one care, what should you do?
Okay. Okay.
Like, what are the things that I do when nobody care? So so the 10 post should be so the 10 slide should be, ask about themselves, stop thinking about you, try to find a topic that they like. So
Okay.
elaborate more on that. So
Okay.
because there's already a topic for you, you just need to get more content, to get more idea out from that one. So that can be a topic
Right.
for you to make a post. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you see that people really interested with the post that you share, then you should make more of that things.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so you don't have to think of something new. The topic is
Mm-hmm.
already out there. You just need to make it better. Make it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it better in here is it's not that you have to make like better visual, better
Mm-hmm.
design. You just need to
Mm-hmm.
put your thought into it, put your opinion into it, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could reduce a lot of anxious and then a lot of anxiety when you're doing the content, because content is one thing that a lot of people always ask themselves
Mm-hmm.
that whether this content is good or not, I'm not sure, and then we try to
Yes.
look to the people who on top of us, and that
Mm-hmm.
is the thing that kill our creativity.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And I guess doing these things will help me improve my confidence,
Hmm.
and yes, because it will reduce the anxiety. I think I can take my time and do the designs as well. And
Hmm.
because most of the times when I sit to design, I'm in a hurry, like I have to do this today and I have to post this today kind of thing.
Hmm.
So yeah, that definitely affects the output. So I think doing this will give me enough uh, time and more understanding about how these posts work.
Hmm.
So yeah, and also sometimes I get kind of uh, if I don't get enough likes, or if there is not enough reach, I tend to get upset. So like, I mean, this shouldn't have happened, kind of thing. so, yeah, because that is not something good. I'm not proud of it, but it happens with me, and it's a setback for me. So I become slow, or I become more conscious before I create the next post. So that is a very frequent occurrence for me.
Do
So
you know
this
that
this
in some country they already turn off the live function?
Yeah, I heard that yesterday there was a big discussion on one of the groups, and
Hmm.
they were like, okay. So I did say that, okay, this is not something very good for businesses. Some
Hmm.
businesses that operate just based on these things. Uh, but I was also thinking that it is something that may help me, because I won't be. So someone was also arguing that ultimately the one who posts will still be able to look at how many likes they got. So it is not going to help anyway with their self-esteem. So there were
Hmm.
multiple arguments and discussions going on about that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you a question.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
when when you think about the number, when you think
Mm-hmm.
about the like,
Okay.
uh, does it help for your audience when you stop doing the content?
Uh, no. See, when I think about a like, um, I think about a like only because I don't understand how I can get to know how many people I have been able to reach. If I'm able to reach like 20 people, and if I know that it has helped them, or if I know that they have saved a post of mine, and I get only one like, I'm still fine with it. I won't care about the likes. But since I know that my following is like very less, and probably my post is getting lost somewhere, uh, I'm also not sure about if my hashtags are working properly, or I'm just overloading it or underdoing it. I'm not sure about any of these things when it comes to Instagram and all those stuff. So that is what makes me kind of worried that it's not working the way I want it to work.
Okay, so I need you to don't think too much. Try
Mm-hmm.
to have a set of hashtag and then use
Okay.
it for 10 times. Just use the same one
Okay.
for 10 times. And then you see
Okay.
if the number is not growing, change to another
Okay.
set. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will. right,
Don't
right.
think about anything else. Just use
Mm-hmm.
the same thing and then put out content. Because when I think that when you stop making content, you are doing
Mm-hmm.
a disservice. You are not helping your audience. You have to think about your
Right,
audience. You have to think about the
right,
people who gonna see your post. It's not
right.
about you anymore. It's about them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
sometimes you can come up with new idea. Yeah, it's gonna be a good thing for them to learn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is that, do you have the fear that if I share this, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose my secret, or if I share this, I'm gonna, you know, or nobody gonna work with me because, or somebody will steal it. Do you have that feeling?
No, I don't, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that kind of feeling, and I'm coming from a place where I didn't know the tips and tricks in this trade, in branding or in strategy. And whatever I have learned, it is because someone shared. It is because Chris shared, and he was very generous in sharing all his knowledge. And only because of that, I know what I know today. So I feel that it is one of the best things I can do if I can share. And if I'm able to give out my content, and if it's able to reach the right people, it is the best thing I can do.
Okay, so who is the right people?
Yeah, so that is where I'm stuck.
Okay, so who, like, in what topic do you want to become famous for, or in
Uh,
which topic do you want to teach people?
See, one of the things that I felt would be good from my experience was that I will just tell you a short story about how I came to strategy and all these things. I had been a designer, I had been a freelancer. Then just for my creative freedom, I started a merchandise brand. I designed and I have products like mugs and cushion covers, laptop bags, and stuff like that. And I used to take all my products to exhibitions, and I got a very good response from people who they did like all the designs and all. But it was like more than 5 years back, and at that point of time, I had no idea about how to market and all those things. And the only thing I understood was my products should be positioned at so and so level, and it can't be placed in local gift shops. It has to be in certain boutique studios and some things like that, lifestyle stores and all. So I just went to the shopping malls, and I approached the stores. They had their headquarters elsewhere, but yeah, they were like they helped me out. They gave me the numbers to which I had to mail and all. And the main people who were, who had the authority of letting in distributors and sellers in, they contacted me. They liked the designs and all. The only thing they asked was, we would like to talk to your marketing team. And I didn't know anything, so I just told them there is no marketing team. I'm the only person operating. And they never talked again with me. So yeah, so I lost such good opportunities, and then I understood that okay, I need some kind of marketing or advertising and all. And when I tried contacting agencies, they were charging a bomb, and they were not ready to talk about the ROI. And the quotations they gave me didn't make any sense. And the sample Facebook posts they made for me. I'm a designer, so I understood the basics, but I couldn't point out where the mistake was, because the ads they made for me didn't relate to my brand at all. So they were just following the same kind of designs and posts that my competitor brands were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point of time, I struggled and I tried to find someone who will be able to help me out in this situation, because I was feeling that there is some kind of link that is missing. And I didn't know that it was strategy. And I struggled a lot. And I know for a fact that there are still entrepreneurs who are struggling and who are in the same situation as I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I searched for so many things. Then I slowly got, at that point of time, I was shifting from being a generalist to doing brand identity designs more. Then from brand identity designs, I started moving to branding. And through these 5 years, I came into branding. And just when I was researching on branding and trying to understand it in depth, that was when I came across a video. Chris was a guest at some event, and he was talking about brand identity design not being branding, and it resonated with me. And the way he talked, it was so impressive that I had to search who he is. And that is how I ended up on the future videos. And that was the light at the end of the tunnel for me. And I was like, this is the thing that I was searching for my own brand 5 years back. So 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 that is why I got into this stuff. And I want to be able to help other businesses do the right thing. And because I every day I see people investing on social media advertising and not getting any kind of benefit from it. All they get is like their Facebook likes go up from like 200 to 6,000, but it doesn't convert as a business for them. So it doesn't make any sense. And that is how agencies have been selling social media advertising and all those things over here. And I don't want that to keep happening with business owners. So that is how I want to help them. And in the process, if I am able to help others also gain some knowledge, be it designers, be it other branding people, or uh, designing students and all those things, and I would be happy to do that. And since I have learned a lot from Chris in regards to business, and also from my business coach in regards to business and self esteem and negotiations and pricing and all those things, I think it is a general thing that any business owner can use. So I would be glad to help anybody who wants these kind of uh, stuff. So that is where I'm coming from. Chetan, I'm not able to hear you. Yep. Yeah, I guess. Yes, yes. Yeah. Why is that? Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Right. Right. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Right. Mhm. Mm. Right. Mhm. 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 Right. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Right. Right. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. Mhm. Hmm. Right. Mhm. Yes. 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 Mhm. Right. Yes. Mhm. Okay. 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 I will try this out. I need to Mhm. I need to compose my thoughts and put them or like uh, put them down properly so that I will be able to do this. Sorry, I didn't get it. Mm-hmm. Yes. What do? Just tell me what do I need to do. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Right. Right. Yeah. So yeah. Right. Not. I should not wait for it to be perfect and like fail fast, fail forward kind of thing. Right. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Yes. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. I will do this. Yes. This helps a lot. And the one more thing I want to be doing is writing good case studies and putting up my work on Instagram, because I have not been sharing my work on Instagram. So that is also important. So we'll be doing that. Yeah, it is for lead generation, and I want to be explaining if I'm talking about a branding project. Uh, I want to show the process. I want to show how the output, the final product. So just like it will be on my website, I want to be sharing it on my Instagram also. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. This also this also makes it easy for me to document my whole process. Instead of being all over the place, I will have a steady structure. So I know that I'm going to create Instagram posts out of it. So I will be uh, preparing the content accordingly. Even if I'm doing a blog post or just writing my process, this helps me to structure it well. So, mhm, mhm, mhm. Yes. Mm, mm. Right, right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Okay. 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 Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Right. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Right. 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 Uh-huh. Yes. 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 But it but it helps to know, like, someday I will be like able to do that kind of thing in maybe an hour. So yeah, we can always use these things. It helps knowing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Hmm. No, I will start with one thing and then slowly go through the process and do the changes, like ease it in with the changes. So that way I can bring some order to my Instagram also. And I think working this way will also help me create content for my LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever I want to share, and let people know that I exist and that I can share value and create value for them. Mm-hmm. I see that is a problem I have. Like, I don't really understand how these platforms work. I have to put out stuff and then try to understand it. So presently, what I believe is, in LinkedIn, I can share something related to my work. I can, if I'm talking about branding, I can talk about what all comes under branding. If I'm talking about positioning, I can elaborate on positioning. If I'm talking about target audience, I can talk about why not everyone is your target audience and stuff like that. So that is the kind of content I have planned for LinkedIn, like elaborating on each and every small aspect about branding, and then maybe talking about subjective things, things related to maybe something happening with some brand, then I can give some opinion about that, or things like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Right. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. I will do that. That that reduces a lot of stress for me. That even knowing that I can do that, it's very helpful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Yes. This helps, Jaden. Thanks a lot. Sorry. Yeah. What keeps me up at night? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, lead gen is one of the biggest thing that literally keeps me up at night. But I think like knowing all these things, because I really felt like I constantly felt very intimidated when it came to trying to work on content marketing. So this helps me a lot because it was almost like a puzzle for me. Every time I look at Instagram, I felt okay, I want to make this, but I don't know how I will make it work. So so yeah, this is really very useful for me. So I will try these things out definitely and keep you updated about how it has helped me and how many more. You can see how many people start following me then. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 Hmm. Right. 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 Yes. Content repurposing is something I recommend to everyone, and people start thanking me for recommending that because I learned that from Chris, and but it is weird that I myself have not used it. Like I always, because there was no structure to what I was planning to do, so maybe that is the reason. But yes, if I start doing it, I will definitely use this thing because it is one of the best things we can do with the content we create, repurposing it for different platforms. Yeah. So this helps. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yes. 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 I will start writing more. So, so what time do you have to go in for work? Okay. Right. Right. Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Great. Yeah. Yeah. So how far is it from your place of residence? Okay. So it's nearby. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So time is the most valuable thing. So even if we save money, we lose time. So yeah, traveling to work is something, and it's an issue even over here. So I'm kind of glad that I'm working from home, and even if I go to some co-working space, I make sure that it's kind of nearby, because in Bombay, people stay away from those who want to stay away from Bombay. It's mostly because of traveling. Uh, Extremely, they we lose a lot of time traveling. Like people travel like 2 hours one way for work on a daily basis, 2 to 3 hours. So and the trains are massively crowded, so it's very exhausting. So I'm lucky enough to be in the city, and it doesn't take much time for even for me to reach clients, even if I'm going out for meetings and all. So yeah, so that's the thing. Mhm. Right. Great, great content ideas. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Someday I will write a post on this. Yes, yes, why not? That's the right thing. Uh, I have noticed that there are many things that that comes naturally to me. So I just don't think that there will be people who want to learn these things, and I take my skills for granted or something of that kind. Like I'm a very good artist when it comes to even hand-on things, and recently I found out that someone who's not even in the artistic field has started workshops to teach mandalas, and they are earning quite good on weekends. And I was like, who wants to learn mandalas? And because it is like I was like, why would people go and have to learn mandalas from someone just because it came very easily to me? I didn't think of it like something that people need to be taught. And the girl who was teaching it got so many inquiries that she had to uh, keep it like week after week. She had to conduct the workshops, and that's when I realized that I tend to miss such things, such opportunities, only because I don't think that okay, this is something valuable that I can share. So just like you told about working from home. So yeah, so I. Mhm. Mhm. Right, right. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is true. And during our boot camp, during one of our calls, I just clicked when Chris was on the call. I just clicked the picture and I just shared it on Instagram stories with something he had taught us. And the very next day, I had so many people, so many students from Bombay pinging me and asking me if I was being mentored by Chris, and if we really have a live call and stuff like that. And I found out that they were like actually just in college, and they were very young, and they wanted to know learn so many things, and they had so many prejudices and they about like them not being good or them being very good or stuff like that. And I was able to help them out with like only the basics of what we learned in the mindset module. And it was so good. I felt so good sharing my knowledge or sharing what I learned with them. And they were like, only after like 6 minutes of chatting with them, they were like so thankful. And someone someone actually told me that this is so great, you are so inspiring, you motivate us so much. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't even say anything like that. But I saw that how much they value even the most simplest of things, that we don't think that it will help them, but it ends up helping them so much. So I enjoyed that experience because Chris had reshared it, so everyone started pinging me. So it was like it happened 2 times, and both the times it was like all Chris fans ended up on my account and they were talking, and it was nice. It was a very good experience. So yeah. Mhm. 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 Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. 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 I will try that out too. Okay. Right. Right. I get it. So I will try all the methods that you initially told me, and if I feel the need for this one, then I will also, because now that I have been in the boot camp and I'm talking to different people from the same industry on Facebook and all those things, I also have people who may give me a shout out just like that without having fees or something. So it may help. So let me see how it goes. Okay. Mhm. Yes. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. Yes, I do. That is what. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I should. And yeah, I kind of underestimate myself. That is what my friends say. So that may actually be true. I just don't think too much on it, but maybe that is why I don't. Yeah, you are right when you say that I look up to people who are above me and I keep looking at them only. And that's why I kind of always feel inferior and not confident enough to post out the content that I can or I have ready already. And I keep looking at what I need to prepare or something of that kind. I I realize now that I already have a lot of content. I just need to compose them and put them out. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, and essentially, I can't afford to wait. That is the truth. But I keep delaying and procrastinating, and that is the biggest problem I have. So yeah, it helps when it does help, like when someone points that out to me, like you are doing this and you can do all these things, so just go ahead and do. So it helps me. So I will do all these things. I guess it's already 9:30. Okay, it's already 9:30, right? At your okay, okay. Okay, I guess you also have to get ready and leave. So no, not now. I will send it across if I do have anything later on, because you have explained everything so well. If I do have any issues while trying to implement these things, I will let you know. Yeah, I have my why. Like I told you my story, so I have my why. But to put it in a simple sentence, uh, to add it to maybe uh, I want to be able to add it as, like, we were taught positioning, how to create positioning statements during the boot camp. So I want it to be in the format where we use like because or something of that kind. I'm not sure, like if I'm not focusing on this wellness industry, I'm not, and I'm just uh, uh, creating a statement that is like generic for any small and medium business owner, then I'm not able to write it down like I'm not having a because, like what because I'm supposed to write it. Yeah. So that is my situation now. So I still want to be able to like have something that makes sense. At least till it stabilizes a bit and I'm able to dedicate time to reaching out to the people in the wellness industry, trying to understand the challenges and being able to put out something that will be useful for them. So until that point of time, I have to manage with the audience that I actually have now. That is the members of my business coach. So they are all small and medium business owners. So yeah, so I have to be dealing with them. Mm? Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Yes. Yeah. That. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually, having small and medium does not make any difference to me. I may be like tomorrow, maybe I get uh, a very well established business asking for some service, and then my positioning statement will not make sense for them because they won't be small or they won't be medium. So, yeah, yeah, I can actually remove that. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, Okay, I will try this out, but I'm really not sure as of now, like how I will be putting my why into it. But yeah, yeah. Uh, I think those who want their brand to be known well and want to achieve their business and financial goals, they are the ones who would want to be coming to me. Uh, the ones who want to be able to market in a better way. Yeah. These are the people who would want to use my services. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. 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 Yeah, it is the right way to do, and only because I diagnosed, I was able to uncover the details, like which I told you right now, like those who want to be able to market better. And yeah, yeah, sure, 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 sure. Yeah, only because I diagnosed, I did talk with a few people, so I know that they want to be marketing better, or able to resonate with their customers, uh, have more loyalists and things like that. And I see that they have a problem with positioning, they have a problem with targeting. They usually, maximum people have issues with targeting. They cast a very wide net. So these are the things that, only after diagnosing I have come to the conclusion that okay, these are the problems. But I'm essentially not using the knowledge I have in my favor, I guess, by creating the content that is necessary. One thing I have not been able to figure out well is that where do they hang out? Like, I feel that it can be LinkedIn, it can be Facebook, but I'm not sure, like, how to make my posts reach those people. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, they say generally they are on Facebook, or on LinkedIn, but yeah, so that is what I was doing. Like, I post on this group of entrepreneurs. There are like 12,000, 12 to 13,000 members over there. So it gives me a good reach, and it gives me recognition, because when I go to networking events, people do approach me, and they talk about my posts, or they talk about my videos and ask in more detail. So it does work, but I don't want to restrict myself to one group. Presently, that is the only group I'm in, and that is the only group that has curated content. And like, they do a lot of background checks and all those stuff, even when adding members. So there is not a lot of spam going on around in the group. So it's a good group to be in. So that works well for me. But I will also have to find out if there are other groups where I can join and do things like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, because I don't post consistently, and I haven't been like able to convert any of them. Yeah, none of them. Yeah, yeah, yes, mm-hmm. Yes, mm. Right, right, mm. Yes. So yeah, that is why I had planned writing about the aspects of branding and strategy. So I felt that it will make sense if they understand, like if they know, okay, this is the thing and this is how it works, and uh, in a way that resonates with them, in a way that like if I'm addressing to the problems they face. Okay, if this so and so thing has it been a challenge for you, so it may be because of this. So because there are people who talk about spending this kind of amount, this much amount on Facebook marketing, but not being able to convert. When I look into their targeting, the targeting is very off. So like the other day, someone someone who owns a cookie shop or something, a brand, and she wanted to scale it. And I asked her, she asked me like, what should I do with my website, what will attract more people and all those things. So I just asked her, who are your target audience? And she immediately told me, everyone is my target audience. I said, no, it doesn't work like that. And she was she was very stern with her reply, and she told me, who doesn't like cookies? So yeah. So so that kind of thing repeatedly, I have seen a pattern where people like target the targeting being off is a very common pattern in that particular group. And I have felt that I should write content accordingly, because I have identified the pattern, but I have somehow not written anything. And yeah, because whenever I think that I should write this, I also think that I should add this, I should not write this, I should do that and this. And I get entangled in my own kind of own thoughts, and then it just lags and I just don't write it. So yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Right. Yeah, getting too technical is also not going to help me or help them, because if they want positioning or if they want something related to branding done, they have to come to me. They are not going to do it by myself, so I should not be writing something that feels like a tutorial. So I should be writing something that makes sense to them, and they will be like that will make them approach me if they want that thing done. So that is what I feel. So I should be able to execute it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Mm. Mm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Right. Titles matter a lot too. So yeah, so I have to title it properly as well. So yeah, yeah, I will do this. I will try this out as well. I will first make a calendar planning all these things out, and I will send it across to you because yes, okay, 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 mhm, okay, 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 yes, yes, I will do that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Mm. Mm. Right. Okay. Mm. Okay. Go. Okay. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Yes, I can. Because yeah, you have broken it down into like very tiny parts. So it's very easy for me to think about it now rather than uh, get boggled up by with so many other things. It, you have actually given it to me like very tiny pieces, and I can put it into place uh, like Lego blocks one on top of the other. So yeah, so I was essentially seeing the like final output, the whole created thing, and I couldn't see each block. Now that you have given this to me, so I can work with it. Right. Yeah, so that is something that comes a bit like bit after practice maybe, because even when after we learned this thing in boot camp, like keep asking questions until the person reaches the answer. I still have the tendency of like asking questions a couple of time, and the third time I will be like telling them, no, this is what you need to do. So so then I realized, no, I should still be asking questions to them. But in this case, if you had even asked me the questions, I would have come up with like, uh, I wouldn't be able to come up with the answers, because this thing was something I really didn't know. If the answers were within me, then it would have been like, I would have been able to reach them, because I asked questions to myself just because I had learned it this way. So yes, when it comes to social media and Instagram and all, I was totally like, where to start kind of thing. So no head, no tail. So it has been very helpful. Okay. Next week, will it be possible? Today is Wednesday. Uh, Whatever time works for you, because it's okay for me. Like in the morning also it's okay for me, because I don't know what your timings are. I work from home, so I don't have any issues with it. Wednesday, like, yeah, Wednesday, or no, let's keep it on Thursday. Yeah. Mm, that you have to choose. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm fine waking up at 5 a.m. also. Okay. Okay. 7:30 your time will be 8 a.m. my time, so that's very comfortable for me. So yeah, that yeah, sure, sure, no problem with that. Mm, I have to see what I want to talk about, because these were the top things on my mind. Yeah, I will, because these were the top things on my mind. So that is what I talked about today. So yeah, I will have to think about it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 Sorry. Okay. Okay. No, I guess she's very busy. I guess I talked to her on 28th or 29th, and she actually sent me her calendar, like a very packed calendar schedule she had. So we actually didn't get to talk, and it's festival season over here, so I'm also busy with all this stuff. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. She actually told me that she had a very busy schedule. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. So that would be a big number for me also, and that is one of the reasons why Indian designers and branding people want to be working on international projects, working with international clients because it pays us better. And it is a very big challenge dealing with Indian clients. And I met someone. I met someone from a previous batch of boot campers. She is also in branding, and she has experience like 20 years of experience in design, and she has been doing branding since 11 years. And I um, Facebook was suggesting her as a friend because Matthew was a mutual friend, and the networking group I was talking about, the people from that group, the organizers were also mutual friends. So I just looked up her profile, I looked up her website, and I realized that she has a very big agency. And I met her last month during the networking event, and we got talking. And one thing she validated to me was like, yes, it is a bit difficult dealing with Indian clients. And she was like, this is something I have argued multiple times with Chris. uh, because he does not agree with me, uh, using the Socratic process and all those things is right, but still we have to use certain different uh, like we have to change our attitude a bit, and change the questions a bit or something here and there, to be able to get the information out of people over here. And because it becomes extremely difficult for us even to get to their goals or the revenue they want to make. So they are not open about it, and it takes a bit of time for us to um, get them there, like where we want them to be. And she essentially shared some tips, and because she has so much experience, she is able to do that much more easily than me. So she shared some tips with me. She gave a demo to me actually, with someone at a networking event. Someone approached us and asked us, what do you people do? And I was like, we both are in the same field, but she has more experience. And she was like, okay, now look at this. And she gave a demo, like from the person who talked to us was an accountant, and he had never thought that branding could help him, or marketing. Essentially they can do some marketing, even if being he what he felt was being an accountant doesn't require marketing, or marketing is not something that can be used for them. So she essentially, like within 10 minutes, she changed his mindset just by talking to him. So it was like, yeah, the first thing she asked was, who are your target audience? And he told everyone. And from there, yeah, from there it was a step by step process. And she made him realize the last question that he asked was, okay, I understand that I don't have a proper marketing structure, so so what am I supposed to do? And then she just told, okay, Mahi here, she that is what she helps people with, ask her. So and she told me, you saw that is how it should be done. And I was like, yeah. So yeah, so it's nice like getting to meet such people. And uh, how I learned, what I learned from her was how uh, I'm supposed to use the knowledge I gained and modify it and use it accordingly. Like if I'm meeting a certain kind of client, if uh, if the process I have learned, I feel that it's not working, how I can tweak it on the go and make it work, kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Mhm. Right. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And there is no use of knowing it then. if we are not taking action on based on that, it makes no sense. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Yes. Hmm. Yes. Yes. That I was just going to tell you that it is something that comes naturally to me, and I have been told by people that I could have been a psychologist or a counselor or something, because people just feel like opening up to me that easily. Maybe it's something that comes naturally to me, and maybe I'm not utilizing it properly for my business, but otherwise, yes. Otherwise, I just make people go like, they will start talking to me like for an hour or so. And even when they are very new to me and all those things, and they just feel very comfortable with me, I guess. So yeah, yeah, that is actually great for me, but it's very similar to like having the knowledge but not applying it, like having the skills but not using it. So yeah, right, right. Yeah, that is also that there are so many things that I need to do. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I will. I will. So did you have was that your breakfast that you were having? I thought that is your breakfast. Good. Okay. 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 Then it's good. Okay. Okay then. I, no, no, I don't have any questions. If I have any issues, I will let you know. Thank you so much for your time and all the help. Yes, you deserve that. Yes, definitely. Yes. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day. Yep. Bye. See ya.